Hi there guys, it's Friday morning. Gonna have myself the last Huel breakfast. I'm really tired this morning. But I don't really think that's the Huel per se. I'm often quite tired on a Friday. You know, longest time since the weekend, right? The Huel hasn't really changed my overall energy levels per se, but it hasn't particularly decreased them either. And because of the amount of scoops I've been having, I've obviously been sticking to 2,000 calories a day without much trouble. Portion control has worked pretty well. Scoop. One scoop. 2 scoop. 3 scoop. And yeah, there's still quite a lot of fuel left. It's like perhaps nearly half the bag. I suppose that's something to consider when you're paying your £45 for the Huel. You're not necessarily just getting a week's worth. You're getting like nearly 10 days worth. And that's a bit more competitive price-wise. Got my last lunch here. Last Huel lunch anyway. I think the rest of that Huel will probably just be used for snacks and things. Maybe replace the odd meal. 100% Huel's been alright, I suppose. A few ups and downs, but overall it's worked. It's not required quite as much willpower as I was expecting it to. And that's something because I've got no willpower. Had I not been filming the YouTube stuff, I think I could have gotten up at the normal time of the day with just enough time to prepare all that Huel. So time-wise, in the mornings, compared to just popping to the shop and grabbing your breakfast, it works out about the same. Obviously, when it comes to dinner time at the end of the day, it's considerably time saving because it's all done and over in like 3 minutes. And the whole meal is over in another 2 minutes. So it's pretty time saving, really. Anyway, enough from me. I better get to work. Last Huel of the week. Here we go. I did completely forget to refrigerate this, so hopefully it's not too bad. Oh yeah, you can really get the separation of it there. It's like a few sweets are very watery and some are very thick and goopy. Still okay though, it doesn't particularly ruin it per se. It's just a bit of a slight degradation perhaps. Nothing else to say really. I'll give a proper summary when I'm back home later. But yeah, that pretty much makes it the whole week. I guess I should wait until dinner time before I consider it a success. Well, as much of a success as having mixed Nutella with Huel can be considered. But yeah, let's not squabble over those details. What's important is that the week is over. And there you have it. The week is over. I've had nothing else but Huel. And how did the week go? Had a bit of ups and downs, but overall it went pretty well, and it didn't require nearly as much willpower as I thought it would. I wanted other food, of course, but I didn't really have to have other food. It didn't feel like a burning urge. And normally being a guy that's pretty bad with willpower and stuff, I feel that's good going. The oats kept me full and stopped me craving other food, which is probably a major selling point for this stuff. Because I guess if you were to eat only Huel all day every day for a couple of months, you'd soon shed the pounds. I didn't really bother weighing myself for this particular week because I wasn't too keen on doing that, but I imagine bound to have lost weight. And at £45 plus whatever you happen to flavour them with, but the £5 or so I spent on flavourings was really just a test and experiment for this YouTube video, and I didn't really need it to taste different per se. Granted, after a whole week I'm just about tired of the flavour, ready to give it a rest. I don't dislike the flavour, but I'd happily eat anything else, at least for a while. I still have some Huel left, so I can always have a Huel snack when I want one. Might even try one of the recipes on those cards. Who knows? Definitely give Huel a thumbs up. It's a really strong product. The fact that I'd seen someone else at work with Huel that I hadn't spoke to about it or anything like that shows that it really is popular stuff, and I imagine they're going to do really well in the future. And the fact that I've still got loads left means that it is good value for money, because when you're spending 10 days on normal shopping, that comes out as being potentially, it really depends on what you're buying, it can come out cheaper and a lot less rubbish. My kitchen barely changed throughout the week. There was no rubbish to put in the bins apart from a few tissues which I used to wipe up the powder. It was a really good product overall. Some downsides? Well, the powder does tend to get on you a bit. You end up with slightly marks of powder and it takes a while to get it off you, but it's kind of minor. The flavour is kind of hard to overcome when you're adding other things to reflavour it, but I guess that's why they sell their unsweetened version, which is like a flavourless Huel designed for being mixed with other stuff. Or if you don't like that, you can get the Huel flavour packs, which are like £7.50 for a good month's worth of flavourings for your Huel, which is a good system, but for someone like me, I would have really liked smaller flavours that were like cheaper to get. Maybe I would have paid £10 for a selection pack of all the flavours they do, but all the packs are like 5 to 10 servings each. I mean, that would have been more interesting for me, particularly for this 100% Huel test that I've been doing. The stuff I mixed with the Huel pretty much went terribly all the time. Chicken soup, probably the best, and that's stretching a little bit. It didn't improve the flavour very much. and nothing I added. I've had no effect, or it made it taste slightly worse. None of the things made it unedible. Well, maybe the gravy. That was quite slightly upset stomach for a couple hours after eating that. But yeah, would I do it again? No. Would I be tempted to replace a meal with Huel, like every day or every other day? Yes, definitely. It's a good meal replacement. It's very convenient, very quick. So for that, I give Huel big thumbs up. And my opinion of it stands from the very beginning of this week. Well done, Huel. Good job. See you guys. Oh, and I'd just like to add, for those of you curious, it didn't affect anything in the bathroom department, although it did make my wee smell a bit sweet. So there's that, I suppose.